Finally, week 52. One whole year with the DVD Fiends. I've yet to miss a review for the DVD Fiends. This is my 52nd review for them. 1 year of reviews. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. The movie I chose to review was kind of a movie, I think it swept under the radar. I didn't hear many people talk about it, but it's Shiver. It's a Dark Sky release. Comes with a nice slipcover, nice little clear case. The producer of the Pans Labyrinth and the Orphanage, I have not seen the Orphanage. I saw Pans Labyrinth. I have both of them. Pans Labyrinth is excellent. And this movie is actually a little bit similar to Pans Labyrinth in the way that it's shot. I mean, it's got a great atmosphere. It's really well made. Basically, the plot of the movie is as follows. It is about a kid. It's a Spanish horror film, of course. It's about a kid who has a very rare allergicness to the sun, and he basically will die if he's out in the sun too long. He gets welds and stuff. The movie opens up with a very great nightmare sequence, which is really awesome, and it's filled with atmosphere, and it's just amazingly done. I thought it was really good, well done. Of course, he wants to move to a place where there's less sun. They end up going to a small village, and they move in. His mother is leery at it at first. The kid's father seems to be non-existent, but he shows up later, of course. Anyways, they move into a small village, and the house is very strange. There's this caretaker there, something that runs a shop. He seems pretty friendly. He seems friendly enough. And there's a whole bunch of woods. It's surrounded by woods. But the village is very awesome. Good place for a horror movie. The woods are pretty creepy. Everything's actually creepy in the movie. And, you know, this movie reminds me of a lot of those Spanish movies because, no, someone always is not who they seem. Someone's always bad or somebody. Or, you know, and there's also the idea of, like, you know, that producer, you know, what's it? Guillermo del Toro. Not del Toro. It's, yeah, I think it is. But he's not scared to kill a kid on screen or something like that, you know, Devil's Backbone, Pan's Labyrinth. But this movie isn't either. And it's the same producer, and it kind of has the same feel. But this film progresses. They learn that there's something in the woods, you know, something weird. You know, I thought it would be a vampire, you know, cliche vampire, but I was wrong, and I would have never guessed in a million years what it actually was. It's kind of silly, but it actually plays pretty scary, you know. The scares in this movie are genuine, and sometimes they're pop-out scares, but they're both really well done, actually, so I can't hate. Actually, it's a bit scary. The creature's a bit scary. But anyways, some people end up dead because of it, and of course they blame him. He is kind of branded as a monster, you know. He gets picked on a little bit. Of course, the classic getting picked on. But the sheriff's daughter takes a liking to him, and of course her and a friend from before help him try to solve the mystery. Anyways, the mystery ends up being some wild, wild thing, but I might give you a spoiler here. The spoiler is, the creature is actually a wild child. An insane child that was left in Africa that actually is now very, very bloodthirsty and kind of lives like a crazy little child, ripping the blood out of people's throats. And at one point there's a scene when he's laying in his like couch and he dozes off and he had locked up his house and she's in there and he's like seeing her out of the corner of his eyes trying to act like he's sleeping. And you know, somebody walking in when you're sleeping or anything involving me sleeping and all of a sudden being woken up by some sort of creature in the corner or walking towards me absolutely terrifies me. I don't know why. It's kind of like, you know, and it's still kind of the feeling you could get at night. Because you don't get those kind of feelings during the day. You watch anything during the day and be like, da 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 da, but at night, it changes. Everything's different at night. Night's completely different. I'm trailing off. Anyways, the film is well made. It's kind of like a child. It's almost heartwarming in some aspects, but other ways it's actually scary. It's a good movie. It's a thriller horror movie. When the violence happens, it's there. It's not over gratuitous, but it's there. It's pretty gory in the couple scenes that there is gore. The kill count's not ridiculous. I think it's around, it's a few, like 4, I think, but it's a few. It's 4. It's 4. Okay. The movie's actually well made. I enjoyed it. I would recommend to watch. It's a pretty cool movie. And Dark Sky does it again with another movie that probably wouldn't have got proper release in America. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I get tongue-tied. But anyways, it's a well-made movie. It's really got great atmosphere, and the transitions are really well in the film. And it's a bit scary, actually. It's kind of a cool, different monster type. You get to see a lot of different types of monsters from other countries. Like I've learned in the past that they're not scared to do different monsters, and they're still doing them nowadays. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye.
Ah!